So if it's all right, I'd like to actually rewind a little bit.
Yes.
After high school, you said the difference between now and your first run is life experience. Can you just tell us about
Yeah.
what life challenges were, career challenges, that sort of
I
thing?
had a dream job, that I thought I would love, Omaha police officer.
Yeah,
I resigned because it wasn't for me.
sure.
And more officers need to have the courage to be honest and bow out.
Why did you join?
Because when growing up, I was so fascinated with police officers. I was obsessed with watching cops. It was just seemed like a fun job.
Yeah,
There was all these other things that
Yeah.
went into being a police officer, and I have nothing but respect for a lot of the officers that work in the police department. But it just wasn't for me, and that's one example of life happen. You do it. You join a career that you thought you would love and enjoy. You thought you could change the world.
yeah.
It was a tough decision, and it's something that I still.
So you joined the force in 2021.
Yeah.
That was a year after the George Floyd
Yeah,
protests,
that was a year
right?
after
Yeah.
all the civil unrest and when Black Lives Matter reignited.
Yes.
So James Scarlock, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I think you bring an interesting perspective because you know the difficulties of what police have to go through, but you also know what the difficulties are that Black and brown communities have with
Yes.
police officers.
But yeah, because honestly, I enjoyed it. It just felt like a community that people I knew and respected and whatnot. But it's two different worlds.
And there's just been a huge mistrust between law enforcement and the residents, specifically North Omaha. When I was doing some research, I found about the Vivian Strong case in 1969, where that kind of created a huge rift of distrust between the residents of North Omaha and the police department. And how do you propose bridging that gap? How do you build trust again after?
It's such a challenging topic. How can you have the police on one hand enforcing the law and based on the facts and in the law, and then in the next moment you have them out playing basketball with the community, call it Operation Nets? That's great. Operation Nets is great. But you're telling me putting basketball hoops all over North Omaha is going to fix the police and community relationship?
So how do we go about doing that? More so of the sense of just people don't trust the police.
Making sure that when the police do wrong, not standing up and having that police officer's back and having the community's back.
Yeah.
Accountability. It's like when the community sees accountability and when the community sees that things are fair, I think that's the way we restore it.